In this video, I want to showcase some of the best attack strategies that you can use right now in Clash of Clans. These are demonstrated by the top players in the game. I was able to cast these live, bring you that entertainment and hype, but also educate you on exactly what the top players are doing. If you do want to catch my live streams, I'm live on Twitch and Facebook. Links for both of them will be in the description. We've got a lot of exciting attacks in this video. I have actually got video chapters and timestamps so that you can skip back and forward between attacks if you come back to the video. But with that being said, let's get into the first attack. Here we are, actually all amateurs using the Super Witches. Now unfortunately they cannot get the victory on this one, so they can be a little bit more experimental, but they do want to try and get a 3-star and try and boost their confidence. An interesting approach to bring the new super troop of the Witches. Starts with a Grand Warden walk, couple of balloons to try and get the Archer Tower. It didn't go down, and that will just mean that the Grand Warden has to have one extra strike in order to get that. However, the Super Witches can be quite slow. You do have to be wary on time, especially when you're taking 160 troop capacity in terms of 4 Super Witches worth 40 troop capacity each. So you do have to be wary on time. This will probably be just a small Grand Warden walk, we can assume. Now we do have the King and the brand new troop, the Headhunter, helping to take that out. King's ability goes off, will help to create the funnel, and there comes the Super Witches into this side, beautifully funneled by the Grand Warden walk, with the big boys coming out from the Super Witches. They will charge their way into the base, and irrespective of the Eagle and the scatter shots, the big boys will be able to tank through that area relatively well. Remember, you don't even really have to worry about the Giga Bomb because the Super Witches can get through that, and that's where Prophecy knows that and saves onto the ability. Now I do like that the King and the Siege Barracks are creating the funnel across to this right hand side with the Royal Champion as well, and I like the theory here. I do like the theory because now that the Super Witches are in the center of the base, they are in the midst of the scattershot, of the Eagle Artillery, but they are doing nothing to the big boys and the Super Witches, who just have a stack of HP, and the Super Witches continue to march on with jump spells to get out the back end of the base and freezing the single target Inferno. The single on the bottom of the base goes down. This looks relatively good. Prophecy giving us a masterclass on the Super Witches and why you might want to use them. Get them into the heart of the base if there's just so much splash, because they have got through it so easily. This is where you want to use them. 4 Super Witches, get the funnel created, plenty of time left over, so you can afford to use a Grand Warden walk. But if you can get the Super Witches into the middle, keep the funnel on the outside with the King, Royal Champion, maybe the Siege Barracks. Look at that, my friends. 4 Super Witches left over, an overwhelming attack, and definitely a brand new strategy for you guys to use. The main man himself, iTzu. With the hybrid, we know how good the hybrid is. It is still one of the best attacks in the game, but we do have the lightning spells. Is iTzu coming down towards the clan castle? Only 5 of them, so probably not hitting the clan castle, but he might be coming down towards the expos and the scattershots. Yes, he is. Gets a sweeper there, takes out the scattershot and 2 expos. Beautiful job. Remember, the Eagle and the clan castle actually require 7 lightning spells, so you do have to commit that little bit more. But what iTzu is trying to do here, he actually explained this on his YouTube channel. I'd highly recommend going and checking that out, iTzu Gaming. But he explained this strategy and the zaps in general, the new reworked lightning spell, taking out an area of the base, extending the area you have taken out with your heroes in order to carve a clear path for your troops, whether that be LavaLoon or the hybrid as iTzu is doing. Uses his super wall breaker, which is caught in the tornado trap. Ooh, this could be dangerous actually. It does get through, which is good. Allows his queen into the area that he clearly wanted. And the fortunate thing is with the tornado trap down, yes, it doesn't affect the miners, but it means the hog riders have a nicer ride. Now we do have the Battle Blimp coming into the top area. That will take the single Inferno, also lures the Clan Castle. He does have 2 Headhunters coming across to the Queen. Has iTzu seen this? Has to try and take them down, and down they go. Beautifully done. And it's actually done him a favour with the Headhunters coming straight across, because he did not need to commit a poison or anything to that. He has amazing pathing down towards the Town Hall with that King to help out as well. Already used the Battle Blimp to help the Queen. Grand Warden's ability through the Giga Bomb, and with 1 minute and 30 seconds, iTzu is right on the mark here, just passing that 50% and 50% of the allocated time within the attack. And now he's on to the quicker phase of the attack with all of his troops on the board. Hogs and Miners passing through this base like nothing. He has used the heal spells, used them early to keep them alive, but we do still have a freeze spell, which can very nicely be used, most likely for the single and the wizard tower. There it is, also getting the cannon as well. Such class by iTzu. Hogs and Miners all over the board. We have the King on the outside and the Queen with the healers, with her ability, with the Royal Champion's ability. What an incredible attack this one is, showcasing why the hybrid is still one of the best attacks that you should be using, and the fantastic lightning spell variation definitely within that top group of the best attack strategies in Clash of Clans. What an amazing attack that one was by iTzu, and the 3 stars for Tribe Gaming. It is the lightning spell into the LavaLoon, arguably the best attack strategy in Clash of Clans right now. The Clan Castle is surrounded with a couple of wizard towers. Can't really get any other value, surely, other than that. Wouldn't want to come in next to the Eagle because the Expos are ground and there's not really too much value around the scatter shots. Actually, the lightning does come in order to take a wizard tower and the Clan Castle. It means you can save onto a spell slot in terms of the poison. We've got Sui heroes coming into the bottom of the base. This is ambitious by Stanner. I thought we were coming straight in towards the scatter shot, but he's coming in a little bit further around with the Royal Champion for the scatter shot, and he's got his eyes set on the Eagle as well. Gets the single target Inferno. Queen steps up. She will get the Eagle, despite the Expos being on ground. We do have one of them on air. Getting them out of the way in order to help with LavaLoon pathing is huge. And to top it off, the Queen will get another wizard tower. This is one of the most amazing Zap entries that I have seen in a long time. Cutting out the entire bottom area of the base, extending that pathing from the lightning spell to the Sui heroes, and we have the Lalo coming straight in. Nothing to activate the Town Hall, but there's the 50 and the 51% like clockwork by Stanner, getting the balloons to that area just as the Town Hall activates. 2 balloons tanking and even taking down the wizard tower. We've still got a big pack. Freezes the scattershot nice and early. Cannot take any damage for it. And if the balloons get to the scattershot and over the top of it, remember it won't then do any damage. Freezes it again to allow the balloons to do that. And what an incredible attack. This is why the lightning spell into LavaLoon is, well, it's arguably the best attack in the game. It's within the top attacks in the meta, and Stanner provides a beautiful demonstration for you with the lightning in the middle. If you could cut out the middle, it allows your Lalo to path around and try and extend what you have cut out with your heroes, and he really did a good job on that one. 40 seconds remaining, and we have minions, lava pups, a dragon even, with a stack of balloons. A beautiful demonstration in order to get this one done, and allows you to see how to use the Zap LavaLoon. Passy of PTP with the DragBat. No lightning spells for this one, so obviously feels comfortable coming behind the air sweepers. Let's see how time efficient this one is. PTP obviously feeling a bit confident with the DragBat. We did see that beautiful attack by Eve Mudder, just missing out. Very, very unfortunate, but here we go. Queen to the north, King to the east. They will be coming in to try and get the air defense. Just a hero dive method, allowing the heroes to come in and then take the defenses. Again, we see the dragons nice and quickly. You don't want to wait. Just getting them in. Is it a bit too early? Will the air defense get a shot off? It does get one strike to the dragons, but not the end of the world. You'd far better off get the dragons in and get them started to protect your heroes as well. King's ability, he does go to the outside of the base, but again, the dragons are close to that air defense, so it will go down quickly. Balloons get it. It wasn't the end of the world. With the king on the outside of the base, it will help the dragons moving through. Bats now coming directly onto the wizard tower and the scatter shot alongside the rage and the ice golem down to 6 o'clock. There was a lot going on, a lot for me to commentate. Imagine being Passy and the attacker keeping on top of this. Bats flying through the base. One more wizard tower, but no freeze spells. It locks onto the bats and takes a big group of them down. Royal Champion steps to that wizard tower. We still do have a group of bats to help the dragons. Remember, being time efficient means that the bats can help protect the dragons here. And even if the bats go down, it means the dragons might have enough to get through this. No single target infernos. Royal Champion stepping up to get the final expo. One balloon sneaking in towards the archer tower to take that down. And with a wizard tower remaining and a stack of dragons, irrespective of the bats going down, the dragons will get this one done with over 1 minute on the clock. Such an incredibly powerful and time-efficient attack. Now, we have seen Knowledge in the Clash of Clans World Championship qualifiers last year, a very experienced veteran of Clash of Clans, and he feels like the E-Drags could be the method of choice against this base. Using the Royal Champion in combination with the Ice Golem, quickly gets the air defense and will try and get the single here using the ability, but with the skeleton trap in the area, slows her down and she is one shot too short of the single. That is not ideal. Starts with an E-Drag. Can he sneak a balloon? I don't think he could even get a balloon to that area. Really wanted that single target inferno down. Does have a battle blimp for the opposite side. With balloons on the inside of that, they will take down the single target inferno, and the dragon will make little work of the headhunters and the witch. Nice funneling getting created. Notice the sweepers both pointing down towards the southwest area of the base, which means the E-Drags can indeed come in from the opposite area of the base, and that's nice play by Knowledge. Recognizes that one balloon will get taken out, but two of them will be enough to get to the single. Black Bomb does indeed take down the balloon, so gets a little bit of extra value there in terms of a coconut loon, if you will, and takes out the single with the crash damage. E-Drags quickly get onto the town hall. That will go down. That one E-Drag across to the left-hand side is going to do work in terms of getting defenses, but also helping to keep the rest of the E-Drags a little bit better on track. Uses the freeze to get the eagle. Doesn't have to freeze any of the sweepers. Obviously coming in behind that. E-Drags trying to get through this base. I worry about this back end single and air defense. Will the E-Drags get there quick enough? Uses the rage to try and... This could chain onto the air defense. It does. Down it goes. We still have lots more in the base here, but the E-Drags are going down fast. They chain to the single. Can they get it on the lightning effect afterwards? The one E-Drag to the top with the ridge. The Grand Warden gets it. Drama. Crazy stuff here by Knowledge. And although the E-Drags go down, he might get this. 45 seconds with only 2 Teslas, tons of Barbarians, the King, Queen, and the Grand Warden to finish things off. Barbarians will get hit by the giant bomb. But when you can identify a base with good chain value, you don't have to freeze the sweepers, you can utilize your spells. The E-Drags can still work for you in Clash of Clans. Alternate attacks up by the 3-star already with the ever-exciting DragBat from Vale. Kronos with the Yeti Bowler trying to get back into this. An interesting start with a couple of loons and a couple of other troops. Battle Blimp will get towards the eagle. Nicely done. Gets the crash damage. Quickly taking that out. And the Yetis will indeed get a couple of other buildings as well. Expo goes down. Can he get the second Expo? The Yeti Mites are out of the rage, but being on top of the Expo, it will indeed go down. Such huge value there with the Yeti Blimp. Wow, the Queen can now take her time getting the Lava Hound with the Eagle down, 2 exposed bomb towers. It looks good, and it's a very time-efficient start to this attack as well. Popping the Grand Warden in to help with the Queen. Nice touch with that minion just to get the lava pups. King has set up the funnel beautifully. And with the hole in the wall down at 6 o'clock, it does mean the Super Wall Breaker has a little bit of a diversion, but the King can get through and help with that funnel. But how easily do the Yetis get through? Now, the Clan Castle, the troops in there have been taken out, so it's not as vital as if the Town Hall was in the center. This being an anti-lightning spell base, Jojo keeping his Clan Castle in the center with no other value with the lightning spell. But is it vulnerable to the Yeti smash? It looks good. Kronos doing a beautiful job, but with the Queen on the outside, not a lot coming to this Town Hall. The Royal Champion might need to come in and save the day to get the 2 stars. We've got 2 witches now onto that area. Bowlers step forward and they will help to take that down. There's not a lot of other damage in the base. Royal Champion's ability will need to be used. Oh, the defending Royal Champion just about goes down, presses it because the giant bomb was in the area. Trying to defend the lightning method. Has it left Jojo's base vulnerable to the Yeti smash? It certainly looks like that. Kronos taking down Yo-Yo. We all know that he has been nicknamed Lalo because he's so good with it. And let's see if he can get a 3-star using that later on in the war. But it's a difficult one, this. Trying to defend a particular strategy and method. The lightning spell with the Clan Castle in the middle. Trying to not allow the LavaLoon or the lightning into anything to be effective. But as you can see, Kronos crushing this one. The single target Inferno takes down the Grand Warden. Timing will be close here, but with the Queen still alive, she will step up, do what she needs to do, finish off the attack, and give Kronos the 3-star attack for J-off. Beautifully done to take advantage of a base that was set up to try and defend the current meta. Knockout of Euronics Gaming starting very quickly with the lightning spells towards the center of the base. Will be able to get a scatter shot, an expo, and the Clan Castle down with the lightning. Looks like it is the lightning into miners. Something very different, very new that we are seeing. We've seen the lightning spells, but a lot of different attacks from that. Now, what you want to do following the lightning is extend the gap that you have created on the inside of the base in order to help with pathing. A knockout is very wisely then using the Yeti blimp method. Oh, unfortunate not to get the bomb tower, but trying to extend that whilst also using his Sui hero method down to the bottom for the Eagle artillery. Sui heroes looking good. That is your hero dive method, trying to just use your heroes and then they go down. You don't really need to get any more value. And look at the base at this point. Beautiful new demonstration of meta. Getting the inside of the base cut out with the lightning spells, the reworked lightning spells, being able to get that Clan Castle, the traditional Yeti blimp method, followed by the Sui heroes at the bottom. And look at the pathing that we have through the base. The miners can get straight to the Town Hall. Remember, they can duck under the Gigabomb. They do take a little bit of damage from that Town Hall initially. We should get pretty simple pathing down towards 6 o'clock and then looping up towards the scattershot. Beautiful stuff here. It does mean that we only have 1 heal spell, and Knockout decides to use it early. Now, I think that's probably a wise choice. There's a lot of miners. There was a bomb tower, 2 wizard towers, and the scattershot locked in. Was the heal spell, the freeze spell early? Sorry, potentially not, because the miners were inside the heal. Oh, he had a heal in the Clan Castle. Didn't quite see that one, so this is looking so much better for Knockout. Incredible. Maybe this is a new attack strategy composition that you want to be using. The lightnings to get the Clan Castle, just 1 freeze. Remember, you need a poison. If you have taken out the Clan Castle troops, then 2 heal. I've seen the 2 giant bombs, but the miners have easily gone through this. There's very limited splash. Wizards around the outside. It looks good for the miners, but with them split up so much, do they have the power to get through the remaining defenses? king tanking the Archer Tower does mean the Grand Warden can help. We're getting close on time here. Miners trying to get through the storages. Grand Warden will get that Archer Tower, which protects the Wizard. 17 seconds. It is close. A new meta attack. You might want to be trying this composition, but time is obviously something you need to be careful of. 7 seconds. It looks like it might be a time fail. Wizard Tower locks on. It's going to be 98, close to 99. So it is 99. Oh, that's even worse. Knockout with the 99% 2-star, demonstrating though some beautiful meta that you might want to try.